Speedy couldn't handle the pressure. After unloading the loot into this car, he had to pull over because he was having a panic attack. Remarkably, not a single alarm went off.
And Speedy was the driver? Your name's Speedy. You're supposed to be speeding away. Oh.
I know you want me. You said you're lonely. You can't get none of me. Smoking the gas now. Feel like a star, yeah. She wanna get rich. Proud of Dior, yeah. My heart is so froze now. Stayed in the cold.
What's good? Dark Knight Gang in this thing. Gang, gang. Listen, I got my septum pierced, but it's too big, man. I don't like it. I'm about to take it out. I wanted a small hoop that'll be small and like barely bigger than my nose. But look, this shit come way down here. The homie was just, the tattoo artist that was doing it, he was just like, man, you got a little nose, man. I'm sorry. Like, I can't go way too high. I was like, bro, I ain't messing with it. Anyway, this video is from Top Trending. It's titled 5 Most Impressive Bank Heist of All Time. This sounds interesting. I'm ready to get my mind blown. Listen, I'm on Neptune right now. I'm gone. That edible kicked in and I'm big chilling, bro. So I'm ready to hop on into this video. We're about to see some impressive heists. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, man. I don't know. I don't know. When I see stuff like this, I'll be watching documentaries and stuff sometimes. It's just interesting, you feel me? But anyway, let's hop into this video. Let's enjoy it. Let's go.
Today, we're looking at the 5 greatest heists of all time. Antwerp Diamond Heist. The Antwerp Diamond District is one of the most heavily secured places in the world, with billions of dollars of diamonds changing hands there every year. And it was there in 2003 that one gang of thieves pulled off one of the largest diamond heists in history. Now, even though most of the gang, known as the School of Turin, has since been arrested, the diamonds have never been retrieved. The robbery was led by Leonardo Notar Bartulo, a small-time diamond dealer, tenant of the Diamond Center, and a thief responsible for many minor jewel robberies. Although police believe he was the robbery's mastermind, he claimed that he was contacted by an unidentified diamond dealer who recruited him for the crime. Notar Bartolo said he was paid to take pictures of the vault's complex security system. From those pictures, the dealer constructed a full-sized replica of the vault. Notar Bartolo states that the dealer set him up with a small gang of Italian jewel thieves, each with specific skills for the robbery. The police are not convinced of the truth of this anonymous diamond dealer. However, no proof has been found to support this claim. The thieves got through the 10 layers of security, previously thought to be impenetrable. They bypassed cameras, the combo dial, the keyed lock, magnetic sensors, the locked steel gate, light sensors, heat and motion sensors, and keypad disarming sensors. They used aluminum to trick the magnetic field and stripped plastic off the wires of the sensor circuits.
This is some real life
Ocean's diamonds and other jewels. It took 2 hours to get it all out of the building, but thanks to one gang member, things eventually fell apart. That man was Petro Tavano, known as Speedy, and one of Notar Bartolo's lifelong friends. Speedy couldn't handle the pressure. After unloading the loot into this car, he had to pull over because he was having a panic attack. Remarkably, not a single alarm went off.
And Speedy was the driver? Nigga, your name's Speedy. You're supposed to be speeding away.
Security guards arrived on Monday morning. They realized that the thick steel door to the vault was open and 100 of the 189 safe deposit boxes had been raided, with some of the loot still on the floor. The world's only specialized diamond police, Patrick Pays and Agim de Breiker, phoned the vault's alarm company. What is the status of the alarm, they asked. Fully functional, came the reply. However, authorities eventually found Notar Bartolo by watching security footage. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Brazilian bank robbers.
Caught your ass, nigga.
In 2017, Brazil's police arrested 16 men tunneling towards a vault containing 1 billion reais, or $318 million, and who were on the verge of pulling off the largest ever bank robbery in the country's history. Authorities swooped just before the alleged gang was able to use its impressively equipped tunnel to enter the safe at a Banco do Brasil branch in the country's financial capital. It would have been the world's biggest heist, said police chief Fabio Pinheiro Lopez on Globo TV. Police said work on the tunnel began 4 months ago, starting from a house several blocks from the bank. It had sophisticated supports, fans, and lights. The police believe Alcio Gomez Noriega was the ringleader of the operation. He is a 35-year-old man implicated in an attempted robbery of a security van in Paraguay. The court ruled the group be held in pre-trial detention. Though it's hard to believe, the group dug the tunnel by hand. They loaded the soil into sacks and carried it outside through an underground stormwater drain. To enter the tunnel, gang members descended a 2-meter ladder from one of the rooms in the rented house. The tunnel was about 1.5 meters high and was reinforced with iron beams and wood and even wired with lights. The walls were lined with plastic garbage bags to reduce the dust. The tunnel was reportedly filled with food, water, special clothing, and digging tools. Police were probing whether the gang had the assistance of an engineer when building the tunnel.
They had to!
Because the construction was so impressive. The tunnel renewed memories of a tunnel robbery 12 years ago when thieves made off with about $70 million. For the previous heist, diggers worked in shifts from 8 p.m. until 4 a.m., taking a break on weekends. The 3 gang members involved in that attempt were involved in 2 separate prison escapes using tunnels equipped with ventilation and lighting.
Oh, these dudes already know how to get through with the tunnels, bro.
Cyber heist. Starting in 2009, cyber criminals from Eastern Europe infiltrated at least 100 banks in 30 countries, raking in as much as $1 billion in fraudulent transfers and hijacked ATM machines over a 2-year period. They did so with a mysterious Trojan called Spy Eye. The attackers struck at Russian banks first, as well as those in Germany, China, and the United States. They got away with it initially, but soon authorities tracked them down, and they were brought to justice. Alexander,
I want to see at least one that got away,
the
man. Come on.
Of Spy Eye, who went by
All 3 so far
alias
got caught.
Rybodemon and Harder Man Online, pleaded guilty to a court of conspiracy to commit bank and wire fraud in January 2014 after reaching a deal with prosecutors. Prosecutor Stephen Grimberg said Spy Eye, a preeminent piece of malware developed from 2010 to 2012, was used to infect more than 50 million computers, causing nearly $1 billion in damage to individuals and financial institutions around the world. A second man, Hamza Bendalaj, a 27-year-old Algerian known online as BX1, was sentenced to 15 years. Prosecutors said he sold versions of Spy Eye online and used the malware to steal financial information. Spy Eye was a type of Trojan virus that secretly implanted itself on victims' computers to steal sensitive information, including bank account credentials, credit card information, passwords, and PINs. But once it took over a computer, it allowed hackers to trick victims
I
into
definitely feel like
personal information.
this is how people are doing heists nowadays. It's all
bank account
digital, of course,
the
and done through the
information
internet.
was relayed to a command and control center to be used to access victim accounts. Panin conspired
Some
with
of y'all
others
be getting
to
caught up by
advertise
scammers,
Spy Eye
bro.
in online cybercrime forums and sold versions of the software at prices ranging from $500 to $10,000. FBI Special Agent Mark Ray testified. Panin was the architect of a pernicious malware known as Spy Eye that infected computers worldwide. He commercialized the wholesale theft of financial and personal information. And now he's being held to account for his actions. U.S. Attorney Sally Yates stressed in a news release. Now, many police agencies don't have the skills to effectively track down and investigate cybercrime. Tracking down cyber criminals requires a very different skill set from traditional policing, which limits the ability of law enforcement to go after cyber criminals.
Hey, I should learn how to do
It also
shit.
takes resources and trained personnel, which are
learn how to do some cyber attacks and start stealing people's money, bro. Ooh.
$1 million pharmacy robbery. Back in 2016, the owner of a super value pharmacy in Fort Worth, Texas, rang in the new year with a trashed business missing $1 million worth of pharmaceuticals. The general manager, Jane Lawbaum, said the pharmacy at 720 North Industrial Boulevard was broken into in the early hours of December 31st. The burglars took highly marketable drugs with a street value of up to $1 million,
Did they
she
get
said.
away?
Surveillance footage shows men clad in black crawling and trying to break into a safe. Spilled pill bottles and cough syrup can be seen in the footage, and what appears to be a safe with the side cut out. An employee named Richard Irby said the robber tied him and 3 employees up with zip ties. He said he didn't want to hurt anybody, and we sort of took him at his word, but he's still waving a gun. The scary part, I never looked down the barrel of a gun before. The robber filled a bag with narcotics
Thought you
and
were
left
about
through
to
the
die,
back
that's why.
door. Irby knows
I had a
through
gun
other
put on me
pharmacists
before.
the robberies are
That shit
escalating.
is
Yellow
scary.
hydrocodone, Soma, and Xanax are the big three that most of them are after, Irby said. Irby wonders how long it will be before one of those crooks decides the drugs are worth pulling the trigger. The video ended up becoming extremely popular with over 4 million views and counting.
So yeah, they got away. It's just kind of cool to hear like how these dudes really came up with this plan and they almost got away with it. The last people, that's nothing too spectacular, but they got away with it though. See, so maybe you gotta keep it. Maybe you have to keep every job kind of little. Well, that's not even a little job. They stole $1 million worth of drugs. That's not a little job, and they got away with it too. So I don't know. Maybe instead of going after the big banks, you got to do little pharmacies and stuff like that. You feel me? But let me know what y'all thought down in the comments. Shout out to the gang. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.